not a board game. That's a card game. Ding dong.
I said tabletop. Tabletop is card games. Like board games are card games.
Yeah, but you said no. A card game is not a board game.
It is. It's tabletop.
It's literally what it says. Card game in the name.
It's tabletop. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stout and Lager podcast. This is your host, Lager. Joining me today, as always, is Stout.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And then we're a beer podcast that likes to review different types of beers and talk about anything that comes up to our minds, catch up. And today, we're continuing our endeavor of trying out all the top-selling beers around the world. And last week we did the Bud Lights. Now we're doing some Canadian ones, the top selling beers. I'll be having a Molson Canadian lager. I will be having lager, stout.
Lager identity crisis. I will be having
right?
Coca. Cocaine.
Cocaína. Cocaína.
Yeah. Some Canadian beers.
Some Canadian beers.
Our neighbors up north.
Our neighbors or roommates.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing a little bit. Molson is the top selling beer, as I believe Stout was telling me, and Cocaine is like the fourth, right?
Yes. It's like a mountain lager. It's like top four, I believe.
Mountain lager. I wonder if that's different.
Molson Canadian.
All right,
the GOAT.
I'm opening the beer with a beer opener that someone gave me for Christmas.
Nice.
That is, it's just wall mountain ones where you hang it, and it's like the wall.
And the can falls or the top falls in a thing.
Yeah, it falls in. Well, it's just a basket right now.
Those are so clutch. I love those. All right, I'm gonna crack that open.
Clean. Too. You heard that?
I did not.
Ooh, I like that smell. So far, the smell test is really good. It's like
smells like a fucking lager.
It's like some. I don't know. I think lager is really good. All right, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's actually quite pleasant.
I like it. Although, not gonna lie, it is kind of water.
Yeah, this is also.
It is
pretty basic.
Yeah, it's light, but I still would prefer this over Bud Light or.
Yeah, I definitely prefer this over domestic beer.
Yeah,
like Budweiser, Coors. It's just like it's like a water taste. Yeah, it's like because this is like light beer. It's a lager. It's very like light, but it doesn't have the light like watery taste that I get from like Coors and like Bud. Fucking nastiness.
I think so. Something I've been realizing when I'm drinking like stuff like Budweiser, Miller's, is that it feels dirty. Like it like doesn't feel
like unfiltered clear. Or like.
Maybe it just feels like there's a texture to them, or like to me it's just like it feels. I almost want to say the other word would be dark, but then like no, dark beer would be something like
shaking
like
my head.
Lager.
You're gonna get canceled. No. Dark is dirty.
No. I'm just saying it's not necessarily dark. It feels dirty because like there's a difference between dark and dirty.
Yeah, I get you.
Trying to say where. It's not placid because, like, when you're thinking dark, you're thinking like nutty. You're thinking there's like actual flavors to it, sweeter coffee.
Yeah, I feel like you can taste it. It has the same like. I don't know what the. Is there a before taste? Like aftertaste is the taste you get before. Like the first taste you get of it is very similar to like the domestic beers, but it has some of like the deepness of like. The different flavors that you get from like craft beers. It's like a hybrid.
A little bit, but then it's a hybrid, but then it's like dirty.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right when it's like in between, like that level of in between. I don't feel like it's good for me.
Interesting.
But then for this one, I don't know. I feel like there's some malt in there that like I don't know, I'm liking a lot. Or like I'm like it's like it doesn't feel dirty. It feels like a sweet bitter.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
happy
not that
with
bad.
it. This feels a little dangerous. This is 5%, and it's like very crushable.
It's 5%.
Yeah, I think mine is
5% is not that
5%.
much though, right?
No, that's like standard. Like 4.5 to 5%. I feel is like most regular beers.
Yeah, I think this is 5% as well. The servers, yeah, I like it. Like it's, I can definitely see Canadians watching hockey, drinking this.
Yeah,
I guess dislocating each other's shoulders by I don't know fighting for hockey. But yeah, so we're filming. We're recording today. Like is one day after Christmas. What did you do for Christmas? Stout.
I actually stayed in over here now for the first time. I didn't go back to visit family for the first time ever. So that was
It's
interesting.
kind of crazy.
Yeah. It was interesting. It just felt like a normal day, to be honest. So yesterday we woke up. Well, I guess it was the 24th that we celebrated more so.
Yeah.
So the 24th we woke up and we just chilled around the house. We cooked some stuff. We ended up hanging out with soju, old fashioned, and Mr. T or tea.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
But we ended up having dinner with them. But in the morning and before, we cooked some ensalada de gallina. I helped Andrea make that, and she also made some pan de jamon. I just cut everything up. She did like most of the work, to be honest. But
you were her sous chef.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, yes, chef. But we
Yes,
did
chef.
that, and then I made some coquito.
Coquito, that's like what's it again?
It's like ponche crema.
Ponche crema.
Yeah.
It's
Like eggnog,
like
Puerto Rican eggnog, yeah.
Yeah, eggnog.
But so much better. I feel like comparing eggnog to or coquito to eggnog is like comparing tequeños to mozzarella sticks. It's so disrespectful, but it's like the closest thing that you can explain to like someone who doesn't know about that, you know?
I mean, I say the other way of doing it is by explaining the ingredients that go into it.
Yeah.
like what is it? Cream?
Yeah, it's cream of coconut, leche evaporada, and leche condensada. So condensed and evaporated milk with cinnamon, nutmeg, and Puerto Rican rum. Tonku.
I feel like the only things that like the same between that and eggnog is just the nutmeg and then the cinnamon, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Because eggnog is supposed to be what, like egg yolk or something?
I have no clue.
Cream.
I'm sure it's like similar. It's more It's definitely more yolky. That's why it's more yellow. But
yeah,
ours is more coconutty and yeah, all that. But yeah,
did you ever get affected by coquito?
I've had some strong coquito, but I didn't make this one too strong. I don't feel like it. I feel like it takes too much because I don't like sweet drinks that much either. It's a very sweet drink, so it's like I have like a cup, and I'm like, I don't really want more, you know.
I love sweet drinks, but definitely the vanilla chocolate type of sweet are like the ones that like I can't do too much of. Like I think it's so weird. That's the thing I get bloated on. Like I can eat like steaks, like bread, sandwiches, beer. I don't feel bloated. It's the freaking, I don't know, milky shit, I guess. Yeah, but okay. So what else did you do?
Yeah, so that was it was like a good chunk of the day, and then we watched some TV, I think, and I think there was some football going on, so I was watching some football. Sunday, 24th was Sunday. I think the Seahawks played, so I was watching them play. Had a beer while I was watching it, getting hyped.
Nice.
And then, yeah, and then we went to.
They won, right?
Yeah, they did. They're actually 7th, so we're sneaking into the wild card. Hopefully, if we win out, I think we can maybe make it into the playoffs, but we'll see. But yeah, so then we went to Soju's house, like I said. We hung out there. We brought the ensalada de gallina, some pan de jamón, coquito, and then we also had made some ayaca, so we brought some for that. And then
Really?
Soju made some paella, which was amazing. It was so good. And we had some paella and the Venezuelan food. And then Mr. T brought a British dessert. I really don't know what it was, but it was like apples and like pastry, I think, or like it was like an apple cake. It was interesting.
Apple pie.
It was kind of like an apple pie, but it wasn't a pie per se. But it was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that. Then we just talked, played some games. And then
What games?
we played this one game called Wavelength, which is really interesting. It was basically like there's a prompt. So let's say the prompt is like a good gift or a bad gift, or I guess one of the ones that I got that was really funny was like so bad that it's good and so good that it's bad, something like that. So I put Koizi. That was the hint that I gave, and it was more so like so bad that it's good, because it's like, Koizi's like not the best sushi, but it hits. So it's like a 180 degree kind of like half of a circle, and then you have to select where you think that fits in respective to those two I guess topics. So if it's so bad it's good or so good it's bad, and then the hint, you kind of have to gauge where you place it, and then if you place it correctly you get some points, if not you don't get anything. But it was really fun. It was an interesting game.
Who was more in who do you think was more into your wavelength?
I feel like I almost just destroyed whoever was going to edit this, because I was about to leak everything ever. I think Old Fashioned and Mr. T were on the same wavelength a lot of the time. And then the rest, like Sour, Soju, and myself were more on the same wavelength too. So it was like,
I think that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that look it makes sense a lot.
Yep.
But yeah, that sounds fun. I would
Played
like to play
games. Yeah, we did that, and then after that we left. We left at like 11, and then we were like walking around because we were kind of curious. We wanted to see if anything was open, so we walked around the main street where they live. Unicorn was closed. A lot of the stuff was actually closed, but we were just walking down to see if St. John's, the dinosaur bar place, was open. So we were walking down, and when we were walking down, we passed this place that had Latin music playing, and we stopped and we were like, what is this? We were like looking at it, trying to see what it was. And then the bouncer was like, oh, it's free entry. You want to come in? And we're like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? It's Spanish music in Seattle. Oh, bleep. I don't know if we're going to, it doesn't really matter at this point. But yeah, a fucking Latin club in Capitol Hill sounds amazing. So we went in, and it was pretty fun. Stayed there for a couple of hours.
Well, so they kept with like the good Latin music, like reggaeton.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it's a new spot, because we looked it up, and the reviews were like, I think the oldest one was like 2 or 3 months. So I think it's a new spot that opened up. They had 4 for $10 tacos. They had $10 rum and cokes. I got a like $11 Grey Goose and Red Bull. It wasn't bad at all. The prices. Hopefully it stays like that
for Seattle.
Yeah, for Seattle, there you can get well over $15 to $20 for just like a basic like Wells cocktail. So I was happy with the prices. Yeah. And they were playing some Bad Bunny. They played some corridos and stuff. I don't know.
Sumina.
What is it called? Cumbia, like cumbia corridos. More Mexican style music. Place. Yeah. They played a lot of like Bad Bunny and like trap, and then they also played that. So it seems like that was the two main genres. There wasn't really much dancing music. But yeah, we did that, and then we got.
What was it layout like? Like, is that a big place or a small place?
It was kind of small.
Okay, maybe it seems like it's like one of those like chill places to like listen to go to.
Yeah, I think it's definitely nice to see that there's more Latin places open up around here, because we have Baila, and then now this one too. I was actually pretty happy with it. But yeah, then we came back, and then the 25th. We woke up a little hungover, not gonna lie, because we got home and continued to drink and open gifts.
Nice. What did you get?
In Hispanic fashion. I got a beard kit.
Like, beard kit?
Yes, I got a beard kit. Sour got me a Valorant gift card, which is pretty dope. And she got me
To
one more thing.
feed
She got me a
your,
cologne. I was pretty happy with the cologne. It's pretty yummy to smelling.
Isn't it so funny that like the things that we wanted as a kid were like, and we didn't want, like it switched to now. Like now I just like, I kind of just want to get close and cologne or the things like are like not fun, but
yeah,
essentially you could
like
always
video
use
games,
some more.
toys. Now we want practical stuff. Which also,
Yeah.
looping back to the wavelength game, there was one prompt that I got that was like a good gift and a bad gift, something like that. And I put underwear because I feel like underwear is such an adult gift to get. I guess maybe it's from like my family. My family sometimes gives me underwear. I was thinking more so like socks. Because, you know, there's the meme where you get socks and you're like, wow, this is dope. But like when you're a kid, you're like, I don't want fucking socks. But yeah, so I put underwear and everyone thought it was a horrible gift.
I wouldn't think of sock with underwear.
Yeah, I think what happened was I was thinking as like the trope of socks being a good gift.
Yeah.
So the goal was to get it more towards good gift side, but I put underwear and everyone was like, I don't want no damn underwear. So they were all roasting me. But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we opened.
That's funny. What did you get sour?
I got sour, a perfume sampler kit from Sephora. That's I got her a speaker. JBL speaker. Finally have a good speaker now for our grills and stuff. And I also got her a like date night voucher type thing. Whenever she wants to go to the mall and get some clothes, I'll go with her. Not like date night. More so, I'll get her some clothes as opposed to going with her.
Is that like one of those like couple coupons kind of thing?
It was like a homemade one.
Or like free hug, or like night in.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Coop. Okay.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, it was pretty successful. And then 25th. We just made a grill and broke in the speaker.
Nice. It was fun. It was cold outside.
Yeah, it was cold and rainy, but didn't stop us.
Didn't stop you? I mean, I would actually wouldn't mind. I feel like cold weather or like the rainy is like not too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't raining hard.
Prickly.
So we just had an umbrella and I had my hoodie on. And we grilled up, listened to some music. She had it in her jacket pocket. And
nice.
It was good. Cute. Good times. What did you do for your Christmas days?
Yeah, so what I did for Christmas. So my brother came with his wife and his cousin-in-law. They came over to our house. And it was cool. Cousin-in-law. Or like, the cousin on her side.
Okay.
Yeah, you never think about you never have to think about what that is. It is, but
so your brother and his partner and your cousin, his cousin-in-law, right? This is your talking about? Okay.
Yeah, they came to stay like for like a week, I think, and it was nice. They finally brought the games, because last time my brother and came to here. They didn't bring any board games. So it's like, I don't have anything here that you guys would like. Because I have the boating game. I have stuff like Taboo. It's like
drinking games.
Drinking games / like for bigger groups and stuff. They were like looking for stuff like
more
love letter.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it was nice. The brother, dog, me. Well, I don't think I can. Yeah, we don't have to bleep dog's name, but Milo. So it's nice having Milo. It's always cute, But yeah, it's just nice to like have the family. During the day while working, we're just very quiet. Everyone just doing their own thing, and what was really awesome was we went to this like Christmas / like almost like a dinner, but like it was like the Friday before Christmas. It was at a like high school friend of his, like childhood friend almost. Mm-hmm. So we went there, and you know what's crazy to me? I did none because this friend of his, he never went to where he never went to, shop, so he never like connected people with shop. But I just love the different way people connect with each other, right? Because my brother knew him from high school. They kept being friends. He goes, my brother goes to our college, that meets people in shop, and then he meets a friend who marries one of his other friends from high school, and they'll kind of start hanging out. And then guess who shows up at this dinner? Somebody you know.
Who? Yeah, I don't know if we have a name.
Plátano.
No way.
What do you
That's
thought
crazy. I thought it was gonna be Miss Shep President, who's expecting another child.
Oh, that one. No.
I feel like that would have been like, I don't know.
No, I think
was not
that
expecting
didn't.
Plátano though.
No, it's because I think he was really good friends with like my brother and this other Venezuelan that was part of their chef board when they were in chef, and yet there was I was just very interested in because the high school friend told my brother to invite Plátano, and then I think my brother told him, if you want to invite him yourself. And then he did, because it's because he shows us sometimes to other things like that are like more less chef, more weirdly enough it's like my brother's high school friends.
Interesting.
So because like some of his high school friends, they like connect went to college together and then like integrated with other people, and it's just interesting.
The group just grew.
Yeah, it's a group, but it's like one of those groups, right? Like they're at this point where like in their lives where they all are married, and so they'll see each other once every month, or like every like few months or half a year. But it was cool. It was cool. We were playing Exploding Kittens, and Mr. High School friend, he's like, I don't know why he brought this out. Him and his wife, he brought a bottle of aguardiente. GG's for like we made it into a drinking where the people who got out were exploded had to take a shot. Yeah,
shit.
And
Guaro.
It was funny. It was very funny. Platano's girlfriend went out first. Like, you met her, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was fun.
She was great.
She seems really like a female version of Plátano.
Yeah, I think that's what the
has the same chaotic energy.
Yeah, she's so social, but it was so funny. It was so funny that like we tried to really not get out first. Like everyone tried their hardest to not get out first, and I got out like I think 4th or 5th out of 9-10 people.
It's not bad. That's not first, at least.
No, not first. But like, I got targeted way too much. It's like things started when it got to my corner, and it just like shit started going, and then someone stole my diffuse, and it's like,
damn, you got
so it was a climbing battle, but it was fun. I was getting pretty tipsy after that.
Aguardiente, fucking that should be crazy.
Yeah. I didn't spray though, so that's a good.
Oh, no water fountain.
No water fountain. I didn't, but I kept it cool. Been bad. No, yeah, it was good. Their house though is like so cozy, not cozy, cozy. Shit, cozy.
Man, you're making me want cozy.
Maybe. No, but yeah, it's just like that they definitely took a lot of time to really decorate their house. It's just like really good decoration. Anyway, not even just decoration, but like, interior
furniture design. Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just It's super nice. I feel like this was like the best living room I've been in, to be honest.
That's brazy.
Yeah, and then we went to like Amateur Work, that bar. Like that bar upstairs. You ever been?
Yes.
The rooftop bar? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice, but I feel like I think to myself, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get drunk at a bar more than just drinking at home with friends.
Yeah.
You know, I was like somehow getting drunker with like drinking beer and one shot of it was one shot of aguardiente, and then like just the cocktails.
Yeah, I feel like they're just like watery and they're expensive, so you're not really trying to like go hard. I don't know.
You just have to do shots.
Yeah, I feel like
do shots.
the only time I like to drink going out now is like at a club. I don't even go out to clubs much like that.
Yeah, I mean, at bars you just drink beer.
Yeah, it's more of like a sipping thing. I guess it's more so that when I go to a club, I'm more so trying to be buzzed as opposed to like at a bar. I'm not necessarily trying to get smashed. You know.
That's true. I say that we should. I say it. Bring back taking shots. I would say.
I love shots.
Tequila shots and cold tequila shots. That's like
I don't know why.
The only way.
Recently, I've been Red Bull vodka all the way. It's like all I've been drinking.
Yeah, that's really good. I think, yeah, it gives you energy and just keeps you up, keeps you
going.
Keeps you going. I think I definitely probably like that more than margarita. From margarita,
what about rum and coke?
Rum and coke, yeah, for like those quick drinks,
mm-hmm.
Drinks you get. But besides that, yeah, it was just fun. We did a lot of board games like that. We played the Splendor game, which is like about, I don't know, buying points with gems and collecting gems to buy points, and it's all fake. It's a game that makes you feel stupid when you lose.
Damn.
Don't you ever feel like that when some games like that?
It's like what is that? It's like a mind game type thing.
A little bit. It just sucks when you lose, but it feels great when you win. I don't think I've won yet. I think, But multiple people can win, but it just, I don't know. It's still a tough one. But anyway, besides that, we did do we went to like a in-laws party thing from my sister's side. It was nice. We ate. The main thing I ate was tequeños and pernil.
Oh my god, I'm missing tequeños.
Tequeños was really good. And now, and then the real Christmas was the next day, where it was the, it was like our gifts exchange. We did because we started doing that like that because it's like the in-laws more the in-laws thing. It was not really us. So like, yeah, we don't do the gifts then. We do it like by ourselves. Again, I didn't wrap the presents.
Dude, I just give them boxes.
So this time what I did was I got a big bag and I just pulled them out from the big bag and it's like
you pulled the Santa Claus.
Yeah, here you go. I don't know. I low-key like it like that. Although I couldn't fit this one that was really big from Amazon, so I just like had it on the side, still in the packaging.
This dude.
And just like, here you go. And then it was fun. I got some shirts. I got cologne. Nice. I got that beer opener I think I was telling you about. I got some cards. That were like in the style of PlayStation. So that was really fun. And then I think one more thing. What was it? Oh, no, that's it. No, but what I got, can you guess what I got? Is a game that I got that cousin. Who I guess my cousin now, I guess.
You got them a game, and you're asking me to guess what the game is, or
yeah, because you know it.
Fall Guys.
It's a board game, or it's like a tabletop game.
Blockbuster?
No.
Damn. I thought it would have been Blockbusters.
I'll give you one more guess and I'll say it.
Give me a hint. Is it like a
something
drinking game, or is it just like a more popular normal game? Board game?
Normal game, and that you, me, and Sour played together. So that's the biggest hint.
I'm fucking lost. Code names.
No.
Damn.
Right. Face 10.
No way. That's not a board game. That's a card game. Ding dong.
I said tabletop. Tabletop is card games. Like board games are card games.
Yeah, but you said no. A card game is not a board game.
It is. It's tabletop.
It's literally what it says. Card game in the name.
It's tabletop. It's tabletop.
We're not arguing that it's not a tabletop game. We're discussing if it is a board game or a card game.
You play it on a board,
no board,
which is the table.
But it doesn't have a board. It's cards.
No, dude, it's like when you say someone says board game, you don't think just the Monopoly.
That's what I think of.
And if you think about it, freaking Blockbuster is just a card game.
No, it has a board though.
Yeah, but it's very it's not needed.
I don't know. I think we'll have to see here in the comments if you guys think. So would you say that Uno is a board game?
It could. It's a tabletop game.
But is it a board game?
It's like it's how you mean. I don't know. It's like I think board game is very general.
All right, we're gonna have to hear in the comments if you think that Uno or Face 10 is a board game.
All right, but
it's a card game.
It's either. It's like it could be whatever. It's just as long as you don't say a video game.
Oh, I have my tooth with my beer bottle.
Nice. But
that's my karma for antagonizing you.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you're a naughty list, bitch. Yeah. So we played it. He liked it. Yeah, he liked it, but then weren't even able to finish the game.
Oh, it's so fun though. I love
we were 6 people playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking a long time.
Yeah, it gets long the more people you have. Usually when it's just me and Sour, it's like pretty quick.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, because us 3 was not too bad either. But like one person only got to like round 8, and then there's some people in round 6, 7.
Gotcha.
That was one person that was in round 4. We're saving it for the next when we come to his house, to my brother's house. So we'll replay. We'll play from a safe point. And I low key. Yeah, I low key like I'm like, is that a really good gift if we didn't really finish the game?
I love it, bro.
It was just like it was getting late, and then people were working the next day, like today and stuff like that, and like we're like because I think we were able to finish it, but like it was taking like 1 more hour maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It can get pretty long.
But I like it. I like the fact that like when we were playing it, we were doing it to pass the time, and then we were just easily shelve it and then come back to it and like continue.
Yeah.
Because I think it's easy to do that, and like I don't know, it feels like a bigger game.
And with that kind of wraps up what we've been up to for the past couple of days. And on a more recent or more, I guess, up to date, what we're doing. Now it's time for our beer of the week. We got to rate our Canadian beers.
Canadian beers, Molson and Cocaína.
Yeah, I found that as a twist off, so I just twisted that bitch off into the mic.
Into the mic, dude. You're not supposed to touch the mic.
No, I can touch the mic. I just can't touch my cord. But yeah, Kokani. I also fucked up my hand when I was watching the Seahawks game 2 weeks ago. I got so hyped that I was clapping, and my finger hurts. But that's a side note.
Oh my god, brother!
I felt that trying to open that. But yeah, beer of the week. We got some fun facts for that. I'm gonna start with the fact that I think that it's interesting. The top 5 beers. We got number 1. Lager's trying number 1. I'm trying number 4. And then number 2 and 3 are actually Budweiser and Coors Light. So
Budweiser and Coors Light, which
I love that,
that makes
American
sense
beer.
Actually.
It's very similar.
It actually makes sense because because of
No
my other
Corona,
facts.
no
No Mexican.
What's
No
the
Mexican
other one
people.
that I'm trying to think? Modelo. I was
Modelo,
struggling with
Modelo.
that. Guinness. It's all light, like domestic, like.
What was number 5 again?
Number 5 is Labatt Blue. I think it's another
Labatt's.
lager. Yep.
Right,
Labatt.
I saw with that. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, Bud Light's number 6. So I think they just really like light lagers. But yeah.
Yeah, they're good. So for Molson, the Canadian lager, supposedly Molson is like one of the oldest breweries in North America. They founded in 1786. It's like really old. It's like in Montreal, and it's like probably I think the first. I think it was according to their website. It's like their second company ever like set up in Canada. Like the second oldest company. Yeah. And I guess they just really like their beers and stuff. And Canadians they do a lot of different things with their beers. They have some ice beers, they have some cream ale, but right now we're doing the Canadian ale. One other really funny thing that more that you mentioned the Coors thing. Molson in 2005 merged with the Coors company to become Molson and Coors, or Molson Coors.
Interesting.
So they jointly have like that is now Molson Coors kind of Inc. So they both own Molson and Coors brands.
So is Coors a Canadian beer now?
It's not. It is. It was originally in the United States, but now they merge with. But I don't think it was like a takeover, but it was like more of a
strategic,
legitimately half. I feel like.
Yeah. That's interesting though, because Coors is like the Rockies, cold as the Rockies, right? So I don't think they have any Rocky Mountains in Canada, but interesting.
Maybe yeah. And here's some noticeable brands under the Molson Coors North America, as you heard, Coors, Molson, Millers. They have acquired Millers, like in the last decade, I think. So they have ownership of that. They have actually ownership of Blue Moon.
Really?
And yeah,
Blue Moon yesterday.
I just had it recently too. It's actually really good. As always, Keystone, Australians' favorite beer, Foster's.
There's like a bunch of lagers, like the same type style light.
Yeah, like lagers, pills, like Blue Moon's the wheat ale, so they're technically not lagers, but like it's like
Blue
almost
Moon
like
is definitely
that.
The most different, but the rest, Coors, Millers, the one that you have.
They have a lot of different ones that I'm not gonna get into, but like it's a lot in this merger. It feels like they're like the biggest. It's like the 2 largest breweries in North America. It's like it's kind of insane that they made this merge. Like that's probably one of the biggest conglomerates.
They got to become bigger together.
Bigger together, form the Megazord. And but yeah, that's kind of it with Molson. I feel that was like the main fact I wanted to highlight, because it's like, one other one is there is a Molson Canadian Mega Keg, which is the world's largest monument to a keg Molson Canadian lager. And we'll probably show the picture. It's a monument that measures 11 meters, roughly the height of 3 stories building. And this was made in 2008, I believe. And where a real keg, if actually hold beer, it will be large enough to hold the equivalent volume of 500,000 cans of Molson Canadian.
Jeez.
And it's like, wow, that's funny. It's like, I know where I'm gonna go in Canada to see this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking make a hole in that and put a straw in there, bro.
Just like, oh my god, you ever watch we should probably do a reaction party, but like, there's the movie is like, I think it was like about a group of guys that form a beer drinking team or something like that, and like they go to Oktoberfest, and this dude gets trapped in a beer tank facility because like someone pushed him in, and he tries to freaking get out of it by drinking the whole thing, and clearly he doesn't. He dies.
Damn.
But they shot it very heroically, where like he started like gulping in the tank, making you think he's actually gonna do it. But no, that's not humanly possible.
Yeah,
you would die of like freaking asphyxiation or something, or like beer in your lungs.
Yeah,
But
I guess a quick aside on my beer, the Kokanee. I don't know, but I was looking it up, and apparently it's a Pilsner style lager. I don't think I've ever heard of a Pilsner style lager, but it's also a glacier beer. So I think that's the ice beer you were mentioning.
Yeah, which I kind of want to save it, but for another episode. I would love to like talk more about it, because like the snippet that we were reading, it's like it seems really fun. It seems really interesting. I think process.
When I was flying back home for Thanksgiving, we had some beer at the airport, and I think I had a Alaskan ice beer. So I think I don't know if it's maybe just colder places like that ice beer style, but we could definitely revisit that. But then also the Kokanee, the name of it is also the name for a landlocked salmon, if you were wondering.
I was.
So this beer is named after a salmon.
I love salmon. Salmon is like the best fish.
Yeah. This one's not as interesting. This one's from the 70s, really? 74. So I feel like it doesn't have as much history and like, it's just kind of a beer. But just wanted to note that. Things time for awesome, ratings.
Man. For me, Molson, I think I'm gonna rate. I rated Bud Light. I know I remember this a 3. This was I think it was pleasant, especially cold. I feel like it's something that like I would really enjoy. I like a get together. I'm like, I'm thirsty. I love to get a beer, and they have this around. I think I'm gonna go for a solid 6 out of 10. Because I do like the refreshingness. It's not dirty. It's like almost sweet, I think. But it tastes like a lager. I'm not hyping it up too much. It's like it is just a lager. Base of 6.
6 what? 10.
6 Deadpools out of 10.
6 Deadpools out of 10. Interesting. So for me, I think. Oh, sorry. Explain.
No,
show your work.
No, but because Deadpool is Canadian.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
For me, Mr. Kokanee. I think I definitely liked it more than the Bud Light. I definitely am gonna have to start keeping track of what these rankings that I have, but I'm gonna go with the 7.
A 7.
I think it was a pretty solid beer. I mean, maybe if I go to Canada and I'm like, oh, let me get a nice Kokanee.
Yeah, I think I definitely would enjoy Molson and try some of the these beers.
I think I don't like. It's not a beer that's really popular here, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it. But it was still a really solid beer, and like, let's say we go to like Canada or we go somewhere like sometimes when I go to bars around here, I see beers that we've had on the pod, and the ones that I like, I get again. I could see this one being one that I get again.
Wow, that's seal of approval.
7 out of 10. Beaver Tails.
Beaver Tails.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to know that.
That's it's actually a company in Canada that does like I don't know what it is, but it's like kind of like funnel cake type like desserts.
Oh, Beaver Tails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 7 out of 10 Beaver Tail logos.
Nice. It does look like heart-stopping food.
Yeah, it was. I don't even remember if we had any, but when we went to Canada one time, we tried it, or we saw that at least. But yeah, that's our
beers.
Canadian beers better than American beers. I'm gonna say it. I enjoyed
So
these beers
far,
more than
yes.
last week's episode.
I feel like Canadians. I think Canadians appreciate beer more. I feel like
This is like a
I think
sophisticated like American
like
like domestic piss water beer.
yeah. I always feel like I don't know. Maybe we're sounding a bit too hating on America, on patriotic, but I feel like Canadians get a bad rep. But like, in my opinion, Canadians are like just a nicer U.S. I don't know the way it is. It feels like sometimes they feel like the same place, but I don't know, nicer, colder. But yeah, okay. So going from that, what we're talking about, we're filming is after the holiday, which is Christmas, and we're like talking about like kind of like the music that goes on, and sometimes like that music is sometimes cringy, sometimes really good. Sometimes we feel guilty by listening to some of this music, and we can guilty pleasures, and we don't necessarily have to be the holiday music, but I feel like holiday music gets put into a lot of probably that category of guilty pleasures where I don't know, it feels cringe when someone says they love holiday music, but I'll start. My favorite Christmas song or music. I think we mentioned I may be stealing one from you, but like definitely have to mention Michael Bublé. I always love that his Christmas album always comes up in his Spotify in this time of the year. Like his top 5 songs get switched to those songs.
Really, that's season. Interesting.
Yeah, I always see it like it gets switched. It goes like his normal songs, and then boom, all his Christmas songs. And gets a lot more people listening to it. Like it's literally like clockwork. And
yeah, man. Especially in the holidays.
No, yeah, I was definitely. I'm in the mood. I put on that Christmas album and freaking sing my heart out. And I think I got my parents hooked on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think my favorite one is like White Christmas. All I want from Christmas is you. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's a lot of Christmas, but. Go. I'll turn it back to you.
You did stake one of mine. I like the White Christmas, but
you did.
I think my favorite Christmas song is Last Christmas. It's a song.
Wham.
Yep, it's pretty fire. But I do have to say a little bit of a controversial take here. I fucking hate Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." I think that song is overrated as fuck.
Really?
Michael Bublé probably better, but I just do not like. I don't know if he sings it. I don't know. You mentioned him or mentioned that song when you were talking about it.
He does. He does a version of it that's like slower, more like I don't know, a band's behind him and stuff.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't really like the Mariah Carey version, but I mean, kudos to her. You know, you can catch her bag, sis. But yes,
yeah.
And then another one this one's kind of random. I don't know if you're gonna know, but Sleigh Ride for all the OGs every year.
No, I don't think I heard
Christmas.
That one.
It's a band song. So every year in Christmas, you'd play it in a band concert. But
that one's always fun. In high school?
Yeah, high school, middle school.
Really, that's so cute.
Concert band song.
Oh, look at you!
It was fun. Nerd. It was fun to play. And then I want to switch it up completely. This is just a guilty pleasure, not even anything to do with the holidays. But when I was younger, I used to listen to Eminem a lot. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I was very obsessed with him. Here.
But I definitely know because I remember before you got comfortable doing karaoke to do Bad Bunny or like you would do Eminem or
and it was like crazy like because Eminem has he's you know he has some crazy songs, not gonna lie, some shady, he goes crazy.
Slim Shady is good. I think one of my favorite songs from Eminem is like an obscure one where it's like sad. I mean, a lot of his songs sometimes is sad, but like it's one about his daughter or something. Then I don't know.
Mockingbird.
It's like a light Mockingbird. That one.
He has a lot of really good songs.
That one I like, and I don't know. Yeah, Eminem was a real big thing though when we were in middle school.
Yep. What about you? You have any guilty pleasures?
Hell yeah, dude. I I think one big one was Nickelback. Do you know Nickelback? Do you know a song from them?
I do not probably know them by name, but I definitely have heard them before.
Yeah, it's like
What's their most popular song?
How You Remind Me, I think. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Something like that.
Okay.
No, but that was like not even on my top one. That's a fun thing. Is like he gets so memed. Like everyone was. I remember specifically in middle school where like everyone was like, "Man, Rick Flank's so trash." It was like he's so annoying and all that stuff. It's like, but I like it. I was listening in the bus in my headphones like a little nerd. I don't know. I just enjoyed the graveliness. It was like rock, maybe a little bit country, but not really country. Like, and then like I don't know. It was like, oh, I was feeling it. And one of my favorite songs was "If Today's Your Last Day." If today was your last day.
Nice.
And that song is one of my favorite because it's literally a song about like that. And it's like the first line is like, my best friend gave me the best advice. And it's like, to live every day like it was your last, or something like that. It was just like, it's deep. And I think it has good messages. But they got once meme culture started being a thing, there was no coming back. You have to look up. Hard. Yeah, you have to look up you ever saw that meme of look at this graph with the blonde
I think
guy?
So, yeah.
And it's a song photograph, and it's like, look at this photograph, and it just everyone just look at this graph, and it just blew the fuck off. And I don't know,
they got a meme done.
But then with all this guilty pleasures, I came back to it recently, and it feels so great coming back to it. I don't know. It's like, you know what? I'm like unironic. I'm declaring I love it unironically. Yeah.
Hey man, own that.
Yeah. It was good. And then one other thing. Damn, I was gonna say something. I low key, this like not necessarily music, but it's little music related. I freaking love movies / shows like cartoons that are just essentially jukebox musicals where they just sing the top 40 songs or like you know songs. Like, do you know movies Sing?
No, is that the one with the pig?
Pig,
it's
yeah.
Like they're like animals. Yeah,
and they sing like
I haven't seen it, but I know of it. Yeah.
I just love to me, there's something that clicks when I see cartoon, like animated, let's say cartoons, but just animation, dancing, singing, and I don't know, something just clicks on how good it looks. And
so is it like only animations though, or do you also like musicals?
I think the musicals, like, when it's live action, a lot of times they can't do like songs that already been made, unless unless you have Mamma Mia, but like that was like all ABBA songs. But like stuff like Sing, again, this other one, Trolls.
I've heard that they're good movies, to be honest. I know they're like cartoons, and I'm sure people would think it's more like for little kids, but I've heard that they're both very good.
Yeah, like you'd be surprised with some of the messages, and I just really enjoy. I just replayed on YouTube those musical numbers, and one of my favorite ones was a gorilla was singing. What's it called? No, I'm Still Alive. No, yeah, I'm Still Alive by Elton John. I'm still standing.
Elton John is good.
I'm still standing. And
what's up? We're gonna go to. Oh, it's completely unrelated. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Side note though. So on the topic of musicals or like singing, I went to go see Wonka the other day, and I was not expecting it to be a musical, and it was. And I thought it was an amazing movie. I really liked it.
Really?
Yeah, I would recommend it.
That. Like when you ever think about like the not say tagline, but the description of it is like, think about the Wouldn't you like to know the origin stories of Willy Wonka?
Yeah, bro. I left that movie and I was like, man, I want some candy, some
You know,
chocolate, some candy.
Dude, I recently bought a what you, I don't know how big it was, but fruit snacks.
Oh yeah,
I bought a big bag.
dude. Fruit snacks are fire.
It was terrible. It was just like it was terrible because I just kept eating it.
Yeah, but fruit snacks aren't that unhealthy, which is good.
Is it not like I know they have?
I don't think they're
vitamins,
crazy unhealthy.
They definitely have a lot of sugar.
Yeah,
but they definitely have vitamins.
Anything in excess is not healthy. So
no, because usually
I love them.
Because I get the small packet, right, like the normal one from the movie theater. But this was like I went to Target. I wanted the small one. I looked at that big one. I'm like, that's the only thing.
Like it's time.
I think it's time, and I bought it, and it lasted, I think, maybe 3 to 4 days, maybe.
That's me with the. Have you ever had the Nerds clusters?
No, but I had Nerds before. The Nerds like that's important for me.
The Nerd clusters are pretty good. I've been really into them lately, but for Christmas, Sour's sister got us a bag of that. And we like destroyed it in the first like 2 days. And then there's like a couple left, but we haven't really been touching it that much anymore.
Good. We shouldn't. Meant to be good. Well, going from those guilty pleasures. Yeah. Sorry. No, but talking about kind of like awkward situations. You remember Canada is kind of like, in some ways, are more interesting roommates of North America.
Yeah,
if you think about it, they're roommates to the north. We both inhabit stolen land from indigenous people.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Both like basic ass beer, I guess.
They're very basic compared to the world. But yeah, we have gathered some in honor of our roommates. We've gathered some roommates. Am I the asshole stories as we've been doing lately. And I believe you have the first one. Stout. You want to go start story time? Yep.
So I'll read you the headline just so you have an idea from it.
All right.
Am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me?
Hey, what?
A little bit of drama.
That's funny. So, it sounds like a Home Alone kind of thing, or like trick. What could go for it?
Yeah, it's like a setup. But the story goes, me and 2 other guys share an apartment together, and we all split the bills. The only thing we don't split costs on is groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food, and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. The issue has been going on for almost a year, and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work, and my containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it, or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example, I buy almond milk because I like the taste, but it seems to finish after a week, even though I've only drank it once or twice. I confronted R about it a lot of times, and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy, even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I already noticed that my food's gone. My roommate also had a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is, R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tells us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one that I bought. Ooh, spicy.
Damn.
This was to catch/prove R is the one stealing since he is lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, we got back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, so then you're the one that's been stealing? He freaking exploded. Yes, he admitted that he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks and the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done it if he just stopped trying to take stuff from my fridge, or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. My roommate backed me up, and I thought it was kind of funny. He got payback for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now, and my roommate told R is trying to convince me to agree to kick me out. Wow.
What the fudge?
Little does he know we've both been looking to move somewhere else together because we're sick of his shit. Spicy.
Damn, dude. FR.
Damn, brother. Yeah, man. There's a lot of conspiring going on here. But the last paragraph, I told some buddies what happened and a few thinks I was an asshole for that. I do not feel like I'm in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it. I wanted to prove it. Does that make me the asshole? Interesting.
I mean, that is so funny, dude. That's just a legend. In my personal opinion, I think he's a legend.
Like, he cooked his ass.
He's like, because like in reality, like, I mean, I don't know, if he did really was doing a bad thing that is stealing, right? Yeah, and being a prick, he wouldn't have been, karma bitch, like, like, and I think
he basically faced the consequences of his own actions. And
I don't know what is the extent of what the dangers of lactose intolerant, but like I think it's just a lot of bad shits, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, gas, upset stomach.
I feel that's not the word. I feel like it's not like he was allergic.
Yeah, it wasn't like a peanut allergy or something that could literally kill you.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That would
he's
be
like
pretty crazy.
He keeps eating my M&Ms, so I replaced them with like peanut
M&Ms.
So that
just killed him.
Dies. Crazy. that would be a crime, and that would be.
What do you think? What do you think? You think he was the asshole? You think he was not the asshole?
No, not the asshole. I think he was acting like an absolute dick. And he was not. He was like a spoiled person. Like it's like, oh, I can eat your shit and I'll get away with it, but you can't get any of mine. And it's like, fuck off, man. I'm hope that the dude and the roommate go off to like live in another apartment, see the sunset together. I don't know, like, and leave this guy in the dust, man. Like, what's the verdict so far? Or first, what's your take?
I also think that he's not the asshole. I don't think he like you said, it wasn't anything like serious. It wasn't like an allergy that can cause life-threatening complications. And he was being an asshole about it. He's stealing his food and he's not owning up to it when they are like pretty much sure that it is. So I think
his friends are telling him.
He played himself, to be honest.
Maybe his friends were telling him he was the asshole. Like, it's like, what? You even heard this right? This story?
I don't know how anyone could think that he's the booty hole.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he did anything wrong. If he was like, oh, I'm gonna make a glass of something and put his name on it so he could drink it and intentionally put that, then that would be different. But like, it's his own thing. It's a little shifty, but I mean, he caught him. He was doing it. So
yeah. I think it's definitely. He's a freaking legend in my books. I think that's a really funny way of like.
A lot of people are saying not the a-hole too, so I think most of the Redditors can agree with that. I was reading the comments though, and so one of the comments said, "My sister did something similar. She's a fan of spicy food, so she's always had some spicy salsa around to add to every food. We have a friend who always invited people and used our things, and my sister's salsa but denied it. One day, my sisters diluted the salsa content with garlic, oil, and vinegar, and they stopped." So it seems like a common thread, I guess, with like when roommates are stealing food, they just ruin it or they make it, something that's going to hurt them or spicy, something else. Seems like it's a common theme, though. A lot of people have problems with roommates stealing their food.
No, I feel that, man. Yeah. All right. Well, now the asshole, man.
Yeah, not the asshole. What do you got for the pod, my dude?
So actually kind of funny. You have a male roommate situation. I have a female roommate situation. Am I the asshole for telling my roommate that either she kicks her cousin out or I leave? And it's like kind of interesting. All right. I, 22 female, live with my best friend, 21 female. We have lived together for 3 years and things have always been smooth. We never have fought over anything serious. Just an occasional spat over chores. Honestly, living with her has been great. Last year, my cousin's roommate's 19 female came to stay at our place. We agreed to her staying 4 days. We are on date 6. The dynamic immediately changed when she arrived. Her cousin, who we will call Beth, fake name, is a self-proclaimed sex addict and alcoholic. She's incredibly rude. I know. It's kind of like self-proclaimed, I guess. I mean, it's not diagnosed. Or, I don't know. She's incredibly rude. She refuses to pay for any food that she eats in her apartment because it is rude to make your guests pay, quote unquote. That's like, she leaves a mess everywhere she goes. She keeps shutting our AC off even though it's humid and we live in Arkansas. I don't know which one it is. Beth also
explain.
What?
Do you know that meme?
So I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas? America, explain. What do you mean in Arkansas?
No.
It's like I'm pretty sure it's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I think so. Arkansas.
No, I think this is Arkansas. Pretty sure.
I think they spelled this wrong. Isn't it Arkansas? I don't know.
Arkansas.
No, this one's Arkansas and this one's Kansas. It's okay. Continue.
All right. No, but yeah, right. Beth also has drank all the alcohol in our apartment without asking. Of all those things I can take, all this I can take. Last night, however, was different. My roommate, Beth, myself, and our friends Mel and Saya were hanging out. Saya's parents just split up, and she was really upset about it. Beth took it upon herself to constantly remind Saya that her parents are getting divorced, to the point where Saya was inconsolably. I don't know. Inconsolably. How do you say that word?
Inconsolably?
Inconsolably. That's inconsolably. Crying. I told Beth to shut up, and she threw a drink in my face. Beth later told my roommate that she has been doing this on purpose to drive a wedge between all of us. She said it was like a fun little game. My roommate and I got in our first real fight that night. I know, she's like unhinged. My roommate has even been complaining about how awful it has been to have Beth here. I told her that if Beth is not gone by 5 p.m. tomorrow, then I was leaving. My roommate got extremely mad at me because it is her family and shouldn't be putting her in that position. But I live here too. I should get a say too. Am I the asshole?
Damn.
And it's like,
that's spicy.
It's kind of
that cousin is a bitch.
Cousin's a bitch, yeah.
Stirring the pot just to stir the pot. Not a fan of that.
That's crazy. It's like, I mean, yeah. But it's like, do you think it's like, what do you think they should do right now without reading the update? I guess. What do you think so far?
I'm not the biggest fan of ultimatums, so I don't know if I like her saying if she's not gone by 5 p.m. tomorrow, then I'm leaving. I think that having a conversation about it, I guess it depends, because if this was like right after they fought, because she said that was like the real first fight, then I kind of get that, but I think they should have talked about it. So let me make sure I got it all correct. It's the OP, so the poster.
Yeah,
and
poster. Her roommate. Her roommate's cousin.
Okay, so it's them two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's the asshole. She didn't really do anything wrong. The most wrong thing she did was the ultimatum. But I feel like it was kind of understandable why she did it.
Yeah. I think the thing is like tough because it's like you pay rent and it's an agreement and it's like to live together, right? And I don't know. I think when you're living together for probably 3 years, even if they're not, I don't know. It feels like you should at the very least respect each other's kind of like situation. If she brings up this and like she's going through this because of your cousin, it's like instead of I don't know, maybe think of solutions.
Yeah.
For it or like for the situation where like how about I don't know, help your cousin pay for an apartment or a smaller studio or a hotel room for a time being. And then, because I don't know, so far it's been really bad. But that's before we fully give the verdict. There's an update from the OP. Update first. I just want to say thank you for your comments. I posted this when I was at work before I knew if Bev was gone. I felt guilty for putting my roommate in that position, but I feel better after reading the comments. This whole issue for this post occurred last night, and I left for work at 8 a.m. I did not know if Bev was gone until I got home at 5. My roommate kicked Bev out. I don't know where she went, but she is gone. My roommate and I had a talk. Apparently, Beth is adopted, and ever since she found out last year, she has been acting this way. It does not justify her behavior. However, I have worked with adopted children, so I understand where the behavior comes from. My roommate was scared that kicking her out would make Beth feel like she was less of her family. And also my roommate's parents and grandparents pay her rent, so she feared being cut off financially. I will not hold this against her because I understand the situation. Ultimately, my roommate says that I am more of a sister than a best friend, and that trumps cousin any other day of the week. If her family cuts her off, then they cut her off. She would rather that than me not be around anymore, which honestly makes me feel great.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is cute. It has a cute little ending. I still think the ultimatum sucked. And I'm happy she feels a little bit guilty, but I hope it ended up working out. Seems like they're both like on the same page.
I think so. I do. Like, do you think you feel bad for Beth, knowing her situation?
I don't think. No, it's hard because like that doesn't give her an excuse to act the way she is. Like everyone has their own shit, and that doesn't mean that some people who have worse shit than other people should be shittier, or have like an excuse to be shittier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it would depend, like, if, like, her being adopted, like, the household that she got adopted into was, like, super, like, toxic and, like, this was more of, like, normal, then maybe. But if she's just being like this because she's adopted, then, like, that's not necessarily an excuse to be shitty,
Yeah, I think it's tough. The thing is, the way I see it is like when someone's doing a bad thing, but it's almost like a villain thing in movies sometimes. It doesn't necessarily justify their behavior, but it kind of makes you lose your heat, lose your like kind of like reason to be really mad at them. I think you come out more like, I don't know. Not necessarily that you justify or like that you like accept their behavior, but like I don't know. I feel like you just don't get affected as much. I almost feel like emotionally. I feel like if you fully understand them, like what they're doing, and it almost gives a reason. It almost alleviates that part of your brain where like, man, why are they doing that? Why were you being?
I think a lot of what causes conflict is just misunderstandings.
Yeah,
and like not being able to put yourself in there, like or assumptions. Yeah,
because at this point we thought Beth was just a dick, and then she might just be definitely she has experiences that got her there, and it's like she's lashing out, and it's tough because it's like what do you do there? Like do you? Yeah, to be fair, being adopted. It's not the craziest thing, but like it is a existential thing where like and I think she's 19. I think that they said. Yeah, she's 19. So like that's like pretty young. It's like after high school.
Yeah, but I feel like past like middle school, you're old enough to know what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing.
I don't know, man. Some people say like our brains don't develop until 24.
Shit, man. I'm 24 and my brain ain't developed.
Ain't developed. I'm a fucking baby, brother.
Stoops.
No, dude. Hey, I think, yeah. It's definitely not the asshole. I think I'm happy that it resolved like that, and let's hope Bev can gets like, I don't know, therapy. I think that's bottom
Hey
line.
man, I think all of these "Am I the assholes?" most of the times just highlight that everyone needs therapy.
Yeah, to
think
be
everyone
fair,
should get
if
therapy.
everyone got therapy, Am I the asshole would not be. Where is that? Yeah, if you think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our stories. With that, I believe that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
watching and listening. Let us know in the comments if card game is a board game. Because fuck you.
Hey man, it says card in the name. That's all I gotta say.
I think they're very synonymous. But anyway. And besides that, we let us know any maybe guilty pressures that you guys may have, whether it's like Christmas songs or
Yep.
random movies,
Any
random
songs,
music.
media. Let us know what you guys did for the holidays. You have any traditions?
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Stout and Lager, signing off.